Hey guys, if you take a look over to this bank right now, there's a nice sized tree. It's a laydown, and laydowns hold fish pretty much everywhere in lakes, rivers, streams, reservoirs, but particularly on rivers, they're fish magnets because they provide vital habitat, a current break basically, and overhead protection. But fishing them can be a challenge in a river. It's no different than a dock. You want to hit that piece of cover from every conceivable angle, but the challenge on a river is you have current flow, and shallow water anchors really don't do a great job at pinning my position. The boat will continue to wander. If we were to put our talons down right now, the boat is going to want to swing down and have transom upstream. I'm with Jeff Kolodzinski from Humminbird in Minn Kota right now, and we have a cool product that makes this pretty easy. So let's talk about that.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, you talk about sliding down, and so right now I pressed a button on the remote control. I could do it on the foot pedal too, and just press one button and we're in spot lock, and it really means that we are locked on this spot. It is a literal reference. So the current keeps going and we don't move at all. And so basically, I think, you know what, let me do this. I'm gonna take it out of spot lock. I'm gonna press a button over here. I'm gonna do a little jog feature. This is about as close as I get to jogging actually. Every time I press that button, we go in 5 feet and we're still staying on spot lock. So once it moves over 5 feet, the boat just holds in position, and now the whole casting deck is ours, and we can just dissect this whole piece of structure any way we want to do it. But I don't have to worry about boat control, and it's just a press of a button. I'm going to hit this outside edge.
The other deal, when you hook up with the fish, if you were to get off your standard cable drive, you drift downstream. You don't want to be drifting when you hook up in a river, because usually there's multiple fish in that area for a reason, if it's a laydown or if it's a big current break or a rocky bottom with crayfish. So you want to be able to pin down and get multiple casts in, and smallmouth bass in particular really team up. I'm not having to start the motor downstream and drive back up to refish that stretch. We can just pin down
And you know, Ryan, when you're in a lake or you're on boat docks or a brush pile or whatever, you just want to stay there, and the spot lock, when it's windy, will just keep you pinned on that spot.
What I found interesting with the river though, on a lake, if you have a prevailing wind, that bow is always going to be up into the wind and it locks the position of the boat. But on a river, you always have current, and that current really seems to fix the position of the boat. Like
it does.
If you were to mark something on the shoreline now, you'll realize that we're not moving at all.
I mean, there is zero movement up and down river. We just literally move sideways. I mean, if we happen to be on the Mississippi River, this is a fantastic fishery, but I mean, if, you know, where it dumps into the Gulf and you're a redfish angler, that kind of boat control in and out of current is pretty nice to have.
So that was cool. We were able to play a 5-pounder to the drone a little bit there, and it played into that content well. We fished the whole upriver side of that laydown. We got out into the side of it here and flipped in from the end, and then Jeff slid us back a little bit and then jogged us over using the 5-foot increment deal. And then I actually stopped fishing the laydown and I just cast this current seam downriver with this grub rigged on a 1/4 ounce jig head. We were off the trolling motor. We were focused on fishing, and worked well. We got a nice one on camera.